So there's been a lot of drama recently about Khabib Nurmagomedov getting kicked off a plane. For the reason, I don't know, but let's find out right now. Roll the tape.
It's not about the language.
I know how to help people, and now you guys, because this woman don't understand what she's talking about.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're either gonna have you switch your seat because my flight attendants are not allowing you to sit in the exit row, or you're gonna have to get off this plane and then we'll have to leave because they're not comfortable with you sitting in the emergency exit row. My flight attendants. And unfortunately, it is fair.
It's not fair.
Yes, it is.
But you guys, when I was making check-in, they asked me, do I know English? Yes, I said.
And they said yes. And I understand that, but it's also off of their judgment. I'm not going to do this back and forth. I will call a supervisor. You can either take a different seat, or we can go ahead and escort you off the plane. Which one are we doing? Okay, I'll call a supervisor, and then we're going to have to rebook you for a different flight. Josh, do you copy?
The funny thing about this whole situation is these flight attendants probably have no idea who he is. They probably had no clue that this would blow up to this magnitude. They're probably sitting at home like, oh shit, what the hell did I just do? Because to be honest, if shit were to go haywire, Khabib Nurmagomedov is one of the people in the entire planet that you would actually want on your plane. So of course, with this absolutely exploding, Khabib Nurmagomedov comes out with a statement. He says, first of all, I need to clarify it was Frontier, not Alaska Air. Lady who comes to me with questions was very rude from the very beginning. Even though I speak very decent English and can understand everything and agreed to assist, she still insists on removing me from my seat. What was the base for that? Racial, national, or other one? I'm not sure. But after 2 minutes of conversation, she called security and I was deplaned from that aircraft. After an hour and a half, I boarded another airline and left to my destination. I did my best to stay calm and respectful as you can see on the video, but those crew members could do better next time and just be nice with clients. This is an absolute terrible look for Frontier, and I'm happy that the MMA community has Khabib's back on this. So I am kind of confused. If you can't tell, I don't really take that many flights. I'm more of a driver, you know, whenever I go to New York or something like that to visit family. We drive like a 20-hour drive or so, but we just always taken the drive instead of flying. So I don't know much, but is that a thing that they can really do? They can just remove you off the plane because they don't feel comfortable with you sitting there, which doesn't make any sense, because if they had a reason for not being comfortable with people sitting there, why is it accessible for you to purchase those seats? Why do those seats even exist? I was going into this thinking that Khabib did something wrong. Maybe they almost started a fight or something on the plane. He ran into one of the fighters or something, and there was some type of argument or some type of scuffle going on that they had to put him on a different flight. But the reason is they just aren't comfortable with you sitting there. Like I said, maybe y'all could tell me in the comments below if that's a regular occurrence or if that happens often, because that's a little bit crazy to me. And I'll tell you, this flight attendant is extremely lucky, because there's a lot of people out there that would definitely be taking him to court over something like this, and their only excuse is, I just don't feel comfortable with you there. Because why? Why aren't you comfortable? What about them or what they're doing makes you uncomfortable with them sitting in the exit row? The only thing I could think of, and this is just my personal opinion, is that the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine going on, and they see these guys who seem to be Russian guys, you know, they're not completely fluent in English, they have a heavy accent, and with the recent terrorist stuff that has been going on, and with the war going on and all this stuff, they were like, yeah, I don't know if I'm comfortable with you sitting by the exit row. In my personal opinion, that's what I think the real reason is. I don't know if this is something they can get into legal trouble with, but y'all let me know in the comments down below. But I just think it's so weird that someone could just look at somebody, profile them, and say, yeah, nah, I'm not cool with you sitting there even though I don't know you at all.